Hello everybody and welcome back for some more Driversroom Festival of Speed. It has been a while, but nonetheless we are back for round number 5 of this season of DRFS. We are here at the circuit of Catalonia, Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia, I should say. And yeah, it's a pretty iconic circuit. Formula 1 tests here every year for a couple of days. In terms of the track, it is 2.892 miles long or 4.654 kilometers, and yeah, it's most famously known for its first sector, which is really hard for the left front tire. That will really die off soon, and of course the final sector with the tricky chicane. But let's not wait any longer and go through the grid order of today's race. On pole for today we have MS2 Fast. He was quickest in qualifying. Next up alongside him we have Flappy. Then we have the Robbersdog in third place with F1 in fourth. Then Arjekul is in fifth place with Jabo in sixth. Then we have Lorna Malvo in seventh with Mr. Sean in eighth. Then in ninth is John Mercer with in 10th we have Bullet. That is the grid order of today's race. Let's see what this race will bring us. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And they're out and away we go. It's a good getaway from Too Fast, still in front of Flappy. And behind we have the Robbersdog, looking for a potential move. He stays in third place. Somebody is going wide. That is Too Fast. Too Fast is going wide from first all the way down to 7th place now, as Malvo runs wide into turn number 3. And that's not a great start from Too Fast. Also going deep into turn number 4, as well as Jabo, the newcomer. It is Flappy who leads now after the terrible start from Too Fast. Then it is the Robbersdog in second place with Arjekul in third, and then we have F1 trying to go around the outside of Bullet. And I think it worked. Mr. Sean now also finds his way past Bullet up the inside into turn number 9. Now braking for the hairpin. Bullet has braked too late and that will cost him a position to John Mercer. So Bullet really dropping back in this opening lap as well for Too Fast and Jabo and Lorna Malvo. Those are the biggest losers of the first lap. Rounding the final corner. As who was that running wide? I think it was F1. Yes, it was. And that might lose him a position, as you can see the slipstream train there forming. And Mr. Sean tries to go around down the inside. The F1 has no urge to give up that position and stays in front of Mr. Sean for now. As the top 3 are now getting a bit more clear air, or at least Arjekul behind gets a bit more clear air. Ooh, Bullet with a bit of a twitch coming out of turn number 5. And bullet again through the 6, 7 or 7, 8, 9 section of the track. Those corners loses out to Jabo and Too Fast. Yes, Lauren Malvo goes in a bit deep into the hairpin. Released the brakes probably a bit too early. End of lap number 2, and Flappy has the fastest lap, a 1:38.420. Pretty respectable lap, I think. And as F1 has broken away from Mr. Sean behind. Tuvas also has gone up past Mercer. And Jabo is now in 8th place behind that same Mercer. It will be interesting to see what the strategy will be with Catalonia being high tire wear circuit, or high degradation I should say, especially at the left front tire. Through the first sector they really want to scream for mercy. We're now on board with RJ Kool. On to the main straight, and I think, yes, F1 is pretty close now to the back of the top 3. And although these cars are looking to be very good in the corners with all that downforce, because they are so heavy, these cars, and as well got so much power, you can't really put the throttle down soon. And just need to wait until are completely around the apex, as F1 gets a half a second penalty for track limits at turn number 8, and that might cost him a position if he overtakes RJ Kool on the main straight, which I think he will. But to do that he needs to get close. As it has now been up to a 1 second penalty. And the gap is not getting smaller, it is actually getting bigger, I think. That will cost him something. I don't know. Mr. Sean also has gotten a half a second penalty. As F1 will serve his penalty, which has grown to 1.5 seconds, so F1 really struggling with those track limits, and this will definitely give some breathing space to RJ Cool. As Tufas goes in deep, he did overtake Mr. Sean, but overtaking off the circuit not really allowed, or not really, is just not allowed. So Tufas seeks to concede the position, and Mr. Sean stays in front. And Mercer had a little look on Tufas, powering out of the final corner, as Jabo is already into the pits for his first pit stop. And Mercer is not gonna send one down the inside on too fast. F1 isn't looking too great, or F1, sorry, the Roberts dog isn't looking too great on his tires. Like Flappy has better tire wear in the front. Archibald is about the same as his teammate, and F1 as well. So it's just actually it's Flappy who's really keen on his tires. Maybe he wants to stretch it to a one stop. I am not so sure. I think the Roberts dog will come in at the end of this lap. And it's a long pit stop, and yes, he comes in. Hachikul comes in. F1 stays out for another lap, trying to do the overcut. With a half-second penalty, it might not work out as well as he wants to. Mercer's in the pits, two of us in the pits, Mr. Sean in the pits. Will Lorna Malvo go into the pits? No, he will not. He will stay out for another lap as well. Bullet comes into the pits, and Jable already pitted, so let's see where he comes out. He's coming through the final sector of the circuit. Onto the main straight. Will he get the undercut on someone? I think he will on Mercer. Ooh, not quite. Going in early, not play it out as he wanted to for Jabo. As he now sets his sights after Mercer. Now Flappy holding the lead with a sizable gap. I think he does want to stretch it to a one-stop race. As Tufast is now battling it out with Mr. Sean. As in the background, ooh, Jabo going a bit wide. And as I suspected, Flappy and F1 stayed out. Jabo getting a half-second penalty for that brief off-track excursion. As Lorna Malvo is now into the pits for his first pit stop. Ooh, that left front tire is really bad, in a bad shape. So let's see the pit stop from Lorna Malvo. Comes into his pit stall, gets on the jacks, tires gets removed and reapplied, and he is out of the pit lane, and he emerges almost side by side with Bullet, but unfortunately for Malvo, behind Bullet. Flappy gonna stay out for another lap? Or will he come into the pits to serve his only pit stop? He stays out for another lap, so brave choice, as F1 got another half a second penalty and really is almost driving on thread, as he does pull into the pit. So now it's a key time for Flappy to push as hard as he can to make sure that F1 does not undercut him. Then two racing drivers now coming past the pit lane, and I think they will be well and clear of F1. But remember, they still need to make another pit stop. And Too Fast now comes out very close, almost side by side with F1. This time he sweeps it around the outside. Wow, that's a brave move from Too Fast. Going around the outside after F1 came out of the pits for a new set of rubber. And now Too Fast is gonna fight it out. Ooh, but he goes deep into turn number 4, and that is all his progression being set back again. So F1 gets through, Mr. Sean gets through, and now Too Fast. He must have lost about 3 seconds or something, maybe even more. That is not great for Too Fast. Mercer holding off Jabo, and Bullet still in front of Malvo, as now Flappy comes finally into the pits to serve his first and final pit stop. He is pushing it quite hard on his fuel, has to be said. It is a good strategy, because the fuel should not be a problem throughout the duration of the race. And Archie-Cool comes out ahead of Flappy, but more key is the fact that F1 is quite a long way back from Flappy, as Too Fast now sends it up the inside on Mr. Sean into turn 1. And Malvo cannot find a way past Bullet. As they stuck in that 10th place. Archie-Cool has a half-second penalty. Will that give Flappy second place? It is gonna be close, but not quite for Flappy this time. Not close enough to really go for it. But on the main straight, I think Flappy will have the better straight line speed. Tries to do some switcheroos in the chicane to get as great as an exit as he can possibly get it to. And now up and tucked in the slipstream of Archie-Cool, pulls out, goes for the inside into turn 1, and I think he has made it. And Archie-Cool has been demoted to 3rd place. Jabo is in for his second pit stop, quite early, I should say. will he stretch it to the end then? Oh. I have spotted a problem. Jabo has gone on to the hard tires, which are not available during races normally. So that might throw a spanner into the works of Jabo's progression. Flappy has gotten past Article, and Article has a half a second penalty again. Too fast. Pulling into the pits for his second pit stop, also maybe a bit early, but trying to go for the undercut on F1 maybe? No, F1 is only a one stop. Malvo has half second penalty, pulls into the pits as well. Bullet stays out. Too fast comes out on fresh rubber, somewhat in clear air. His Bullet ahead of him, but not too far ahead. The Robbers dog due to come into the pits probably around now as everybody else is coming in. And that will mean that Flappy will get the lead. And quite by a margin. Ooh. Oh, as there's a bit of contact between the two drivers. Flappy wanted to nip up, nip down the inside of the Robbers dog, but not realizing that the Robbers dog was going into the pits, and Flappy has gotten a half a second penalty. So F1, be careful on the brakes, man. There was probably a bit of a sketchy moment where maybe even a code brown. The Robbers dog comes out, Article comes out, and Too Fast is very much past Mr. Sean. Undercut working out in his favor. Overcut did not work out as he planned to do, or in other words, the undercut from Malvo worked out better. But it's Flappy with that big advantage in first place now. F1 in second, and then we have the Robbers dog in third with Article in fourth place. Too Fast has gotten back up into fifth place after starting on pole but having a dramatic opening lap. And Too Fast does actually have the fastest lap of the race. It won to the 6.770. Goes to A136.5, so it does show that he has the pace, but with a couple of mistakes on the opening lap and after, yeah, he wasn't able to get back up in that potential first position, because he might have been a contender at least for a podium. Maybe not first or second, seeing that they went for a one-stop race instead of what the others did in a two-stop race. But two of us might be able to get RJ Cool, but RJ Cool is flying. He is half a second up on his personal best. Comes across the finish line now, and it is an improvement, a 1:37.0. Pretty good lap time. Only a half second slower than Too Fast's lap. Then in 6th we have Mr. Sean, and in 7th we have Mercer. 8th is for Jabo, but Malvo is closing in on him. And remember, Jabo is on the hard tires, Malvo is on the softs. The base difference is mega. So it is just a case of pushing on. At least for Malvo. Jabo is actually for Jabo, because if he can stay in front of Malvo, he might be fine. Final sector of the circuit, final sequence of corners. Really technical this part of the track. And with only 4 minutes left to go, so 3 more laps. I think it will be a clear victory for Flappy. F1 was really held up by all his penalties that he racked up over the course of this Grand Prix. And I think Too Fast is closing in. It is more of how much is he closing in. Is he close enough to send it on the main straight? I don't think so, actually. I think it's just a little bit too far away. Is now under 10% of fuel, Too Fast, whilst RJ Cool still has about 20% left. Flappy is at approximately 15%. Robert is looking good. So actually, Too Fast is really tight on his fuel. Like really tight. He does need to squeeze out one more lap, so I think he will make it. But it is gonna be very close. He might not have the fuel to really fight Arjeku. Jabo still in front of Malvo, and I think now Malvo's tires have died up to the point of which they are no longer quicker as he goes for a move on Jabo. A bit of a commentator's curse there, although in another fashion than usual. Malvo is now up into 8th place with Jabo now down to 9th. Flappy is now also below 10% of fuel. But he will finish on this lap as F1 is into the gravel. F1 has made a mistake. Let's quickly see what happened there. So let's take a look at F1 and oh, it actually already starts in the first corner, going in deep. That left front tire really on his last legs. You can see just how much more grip the Robert Dog has. So there F1 gets displaced. He's really driving on thread right now. He just can't get the power down. Oh, and now just goes in deep into turn number 5. So that's why F1 is now all the way back. Not that it would have mattered for the victory. Flappy is rounding the final 3 corners of this circuit. He rounds the final corner for the 18th and final time. Final lap light is flashing just in time for Flappy to cross the finish line and take first place. Now the Robert Dog with a sudden promotion to second place. Around the final corner and he will take second place. Then Arjeku will stay just ahead of Too Fast. Too Fast really running on fumes now. Arjeku takes third and Too Fast takes fourth. F1 could have been second place, 17 seconds slower on that final lap. Mr. Sean takes sixth. Then we have Mercer who will take 7th place. And Lorne Malvo just ahead of Jabo and Bullet. Malvo will take 8th place ahead of Jabo in 9th and Bullet will cross the line in 10th place. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe for plenty more racing content, and I hope to see you soon with some more Driversroom Festival of Speed. Before you go, do leave a comment of who you think will be crowned winner, because Flappy seems to be very much on the pace. Can F1 strike back? We have to see. Until next time, have a good one. Bye bye.